Hello? I think I'm back. Streamlabs just kinda shit itself and it crashed. So that's a bit worrying. Hopefully that's not gonna happen again. Fingers crossed. My PC is running a bit hot. So I just turned it on extra fans for cooling mode. So hopefully that'll do something. Ooh, some wrist guards. Okay, temperature is going down. It's looking good. We got a new ability, Vengeance. Reduces damage taken by 30% and delivers an attack with a potency of 55 every time you suffer physical damage. So for 15 seconds, every time something hits me with physical damage, I take 30% less damage, and I deliver an attack with a potency of 55. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. Let's put these two up here as well. My bar is slowly but surely becoming a mess. What is this X that I got? Inferno X. It's not as good. We're at level 20 quests now. Report to Flame Sergeant at Camp Drybone. And what is this other thing that we have? A training ground in Easter Talalan known as Halatali. That is... Oh, is that another dungeon? I see. Okay. Hello, Flame Sergeant. How we doing? That was it. Probably could have taken a chocobo. But it's okay. We don't need a chocobo. Oh. Stream elements popped up. Am I live? Is this real? There he is. Is the bait in place? Our man is in position, sir. Good. We make our move as soon as the Amalgai appear. Yes, sir. There he is. What's the meaning of this? Wait, something's amiss. They're ambushing the ambushers. Hee 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 hee. Counter ambush, counter bush. Oh god. I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. I eluded the immortal flame's clutches for moons before finally being caught. Did you not wonder how I managed it? It was almost as if someone was feeding him information from the inside. Kahahaha. Angriest man is angry. Oh god. Oh. They do look kinda cool. They're not quite bird people. It's always so weird when you suddenly lose like some of your skills because you're doing a quest that is lower level. Just mashing buttons and it's like, oh yeah, no, I can't actually do this. Happy just fighting the boss, but these rangers gotta go. Oh shit. This spawned right on me. Where is this guy? Where is Chubas or whatever his name was, just yucking away from him. Put up your weapon, or your comrade's a dead man. Look at him standing there. He thinks he's so cool. Behind you! My face! Not my beautiful face! Bring him. The rest of you march. I mean, you guys should just kill me right now. Just stab me in the brain right now. Because I guarantee you I'm gonna be a problem. Traitorous scum. Your level is no longer synced. Oh, we are actually in like a prison kind of thing. At least we have water. And they let me keep my gear. I fear the Amalja mean to give us to their god as an offering. If I must die, then let me die a soldier's death with steel in hand. The Bowl of Embers is now accessible. Oh. A dungeon. I guess I have to do this one. I can't just teleport out of here. Let's go in with some NPCs. Sure. Light party. Lord of the Inferno, hearken unto our plea. Lord of the Inferno, deliver us from our misery. Bars. Oh, mighty Ifrit, Lord of the Inferno. Of course it's Ifrit. Your humble servants beseech you, grace us with your divine presence. Oh shit. Okay, that just happened. Oh mighty Ifrit, we bring before you ignorant savages who know not your godhead. If it please you, Lord, scorch their heathen souls with your cleansing flame and mark them as your own. Bloody hells! That is an interesting Ifrit design. What's going on? This ain't what we agreed. Ah, the double crossers got double crossed again. None but servants of Lord Ifrit may behold the rite of summoning. The souls of unbelievers are forfeit. No, spare me, I beg you. I like how he's just kinda like idle animating over there. With his little tongue out. Put it away, Ifrit, please. Pitiful children of man, but my breath. By my breath I claim you. Oh. Don't know what that was. My voice completely broke. I was gonna try to do a demon voice. Arise once more as my loyal minions. Feed my flames with your fate, and all who stand against us shall burn. Oh, blue flame. Oh, mighty Ifrit, my one true god. Is he quickly praying so he wouldn't get melted? Your words are my bread. Impossible. By what sorcery do you resist my master's will? I don't know, I'm a player character, I guess. could it be? Plot armor? Your soul already belongs to another. Yes, that is the only explanation. Forsooth, my frail mortal frame can serve as vessel to the blessing of but one. Yet I smell not the taint of another upon thee. Don't smell my taint, Ifrit. Please, we just met. The truth of thine allegiance waxeth clear. Thou art the godless blessed's number. The paragon sworn of thine abhorrent kind, thine existence is not to be suffered. Damn. That's hot. Wow. Feels like one of those, you have to die kind of fights. he turned around real fast there. He's doing some cool shit. Surrender thyself to the fires of judgment. No. What's this? This seems important. Don't know what it is or what it does, but it must die. Whoa, okay. I love how every fight, even against normal enemies, looks like David versus Goliath because of my size. Explosion! Oh, he's casting. Time to move. Ooh! Barely made that. Achievement unlocked to the dungeons. Man, I wish I wasn't wearing this armor so I could actually see my face. Can't hide the helmet from this armor because it's part of the chest piece. Okay, I just noticed something. According to the lights around my webcam, the webcam is actually turned on, but I'm not using it, so I'm not too sure why it is on. So let me just quickly check that before moving on here. Webcam? Deactivate? There we go. I was delayed by a consecration of Amalji zealots. I swear, each seemed more evangelic than the last. Yeah, that's okay. It's all good. Oh, is he gonna do some cool shit? Phew! I see the Bloodsworn wasted no time extracting the captives, no less than I'd expect from the Flame General's handpicked men. As for those two, it's fair to say their hardships have only just begun. They have much to answer for. I was wondering where he was wearing his weird device. It's on his arm. I didn't notice that before. So that was the mighty Ifrit. And what a disappointment he was. The readings are nowhere near what I had anticipated, even taking Ul'dan interference into account. Does she have gun arm gauntlets? Well, I say she. It could be a he, I guess. I'm only seeing a little bit. You should know better than to rely upon 5-year-old data left by the 5, 6, 7. By the 7th Legion. And they're like, they look massive as well. That is not a small caliber that she's shooting out of that. Nor can we expect any form of support from the motherland, given the troubles at court. We have only ourselves to rely upon. Wrists would be completely gone. Ever the pessimist, my dear Livia. Promise me you'll never change. Livia Sas Junius. That's a name. That is definitely a name. That is for another time. With allies like that. Beware a woman in love. I shall need to be on my best behavior. You brag about it. They all do a little like, yeah! That's awesome. And that's a dungeon? Guess we'll go and talk to that guy first. That just talking to him doesn't mean we have to go into the dungeon, I guess. And then we have to go all the way the other way, back to the little hideout. It's weird guessing, I guess because I'm not used to the map. I always like overestimate how far things are on the map. They look way further than they end up being. Halatali, now accessible. Okay, cool. Crunch jog when the effect expires. That is nice. Yeah, let's crystal out of here. I'm gonna have to do this little run through this tunnel, past the sunken temple bits and stuff a few times, I think. I have noticed quite a few people that I've run into on this world, I guess, on this server, seem to be French. I've seen a lot of like French style names as well for characters. I guess with a French sounding world name like Louisois, it makes sense. Yes, yes. Triumphant Hero returns. My late arrival nearly cost Mango his life. I wasn't there when the Magi took him prisoner. And I wasn't there when they served him to Ifrit. Yet by some miracle he survived. But that does not excuse the fact that he should never have had to face such dangers alone. I failed him utterly. Just as I'm failing you all. What's done is done. He's one of those characters. Always blames himself. Mango, it's good to see you again. Impeccable timing, my friends. I just finished regaling Minfilia with your heroic exploits. He was hyping me up. Tancred has told me everything. You have done well to return to us. The perils you faced were undeniably great. Okay. When all is well with the world, primals possess no physical form. Their essence is dispersed across the great river of Aether. However, when the world is plunged into chaos, those who worship the primals cry out to their gods for deliverance from suffering. These cries serve as a beacon towards which a primal's essence is irresistibly drawn. It is this coming together, or aetheric coalescence, which grants the being's physical form. Oh. So primals always exist in a spiritual form, but when enough cultists get together and start praying to be like, yo, Ifrit, come and help us out, we're in trouble here, that'll serve as a beacon that the primal cannot resist to go towards, and then gets a physical form. Okay. Once born, a primal gains strength from its followers' worship. So the more followers, the stronger it is? Okay. But the primals are seldom satisfied with such reverence as their adherents freely give. And in order to gain more power, they do not scruple to create followers. They do this by tempering mortals, a process to which you yourself were subjected. Yet even as Ifrit took your comrades in his thrall, you alone remained unaffected. This is thanks to the power you possess, the Echo. Oh, so they didn't just suddenly turn to praying to Ifrit to save themselves. It was Ifrit pretty much made them do that by like hitting them with his power. Okay. But can't do it to me because I've got the Echo. We're special. I've noticed that there is like a staff or something hanging in the back there in a display. I wonder what that's about. Whether she intended to or not, Minfilia neglected to tell you something. Something I think it would be best you heard from one of us. It concerns the tempered abductees that were rescued. I'm sorry to report that all are to be put to death, the flames with whom you were imprisoned included. Needless to say, this information must not be made known to the public. Oh, Joey just like straight up kill the people that fall under the influence of the primals? That feels a bit rough. I swear to you that we would not do this if there were any other resource. But once a man is tempered, he is tempered for life. His very existence lends strength to the primal who he cannot choose but worship. Yeah. That's pretty dark for Final Fantasy. And so we Scions continue our fight, that no more innocents need to be sacrificed. I hope that you will continue to stand with us, Mango. Goodbye, till next time. Gods forgive me. How many more lives? Louisoix would never have allowed this to happen. I have to do better. I have to be stronger. Quest complete. I literally have no quests now. My newfound fame? Is it time? Man, we have not gotten a voice acted cutscene in a while. I guess they are really rare. Until not so very long ago, you were but one of many adventurers. Yes, I was. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Then you traveled the realm, you did some cool shit, and then you joined us, and then you fought against Ifrit. Can you believe it? You have achieved a great deal in a short time. and won fame in doing so. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. What's the price gonna be? Ifrit did some cool stuff. There was a lot of fire, which I guess doesn't surprise you. We have guests, Mango, or rather, you have guests. And hello, Pettigrew. They just burst in. Oh, Lady Minfalia, radiant as always. I'm given to Oh. Sorry if you heard a weird noise. My cat just moved the microphone on my desk by rubbing his butt against it. Nice, and now I have to speak into that thing. I'm given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I'm here on behalf of Maelstrom, Grand Company of Limbs Alominza, to offer said hero a place of honor within our ranks. Yay! As you can see, Mango, your recent exploits have garnered your attentions of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organization would have Ifrit's Bane for its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. Oh my. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Mango's deed spread so quickly, that the immortal flames should know of his triumph is to be expected, but what of the other grand companies? Who ratted me out? Tataru, what did you do? Master Mouse! It's like I'm part of like Mickey Mouse's family. Master Mouse. That's crazy. Your reputation precedes you, Master Mouse. 'Tis no ordinary man who can face a primal and emerge the victor. The Order of the Twin Adder has need of valiant men such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us ensure that peace ever reigns over the Twelveswood. Okay. What a pleasure to finally meet you, Master Mouse. My comrades speak of you in the most glowing terms. Can I ask you guys to just never call me Master Mouse ever again? A man of your talents belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together let us secure a prosperous future for Ulda. Yeah, you're the Limbs Alominza guy. I get it. A brief summary of the situation would help to clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the Grand Companies are all-encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the martial, economic, and technological research of their respective city-states in times of strife. Okay. My thought process is I would love to join Limbs Alominza. The Maelstrom of Limbs Alominza. For the sole reason that that's where I started the game, and I've just been questing and leveling up through there, so I kinda treat it as my home region, I suppose. But there is some stuff that depends on this choice, right? There is like gear and stuff like that, and I believe from what I have seen, the Immortal Flames of Ulda is better for me because I am a tank and they have more tank related stuff. And I like the way they look. I like the way the Ulda guys look. I don't think I've seen the company building in Limsa. My guess is that The Limsa Luminsa one is gonna be this like naval-looking armor and rewards you're gonna get from it. The like Admiralty kind of stuff, which is cool. Ulda is more like classical fantasy, Middle Eastern armors and stuff like that. And the other one is gonna be elven stuff, I guess. Remembrance Services. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leader of each grand company will deliver an address. Hearing these addressees out to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? Okay, so I gotta go visit each one of them and go and have like a little talk before I decide who I want to join? You are as wise as you are beautiful, my lady. Very well, let Mango hear our leader speak, then return here with his decision. We eagerly await your answer. I like the naval team that Limsa Lominsa has going on. I don't like running around the city, because I get confused between the different floors. I know full well that adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed, and not best suited to the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a grand company nonetheless. While the promise of reward is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, yada yada yada. Okay, I get it. Join one of them. Now then, I expect that you will be afield more often in the future. Eorzea is changing, Mango, and you have the power to help shape it anew. Eorzea? Eorza? None can say what tomorrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. Now, it is time you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will apprise you as to where and when the resemblance service are due to take place. Pam-pa-dam. Oh no, don't say that. Yes, they do love to be like, hey, go and see every city. I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting. This is your fault, Tataru. You did this. Anyway, I expect you want to know where and when the remembrance services are taking place. If all goes to plan, Gridania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder, will hold the first of 3 services, and Elder Seer Kan-e Senna will deliver her address at Miketo's Amphitheater. Should probably mention at this point that due to the organizational challenges involved in assembling all of the involved parties, it is possible that the order of the services might change. Still, there's not much we can do about that, so make Gridania your first port of call. Then Ulda and Limsa Lominsa last? Okay, sure. In the Great Amphitheater. What is this gonna look like? Yeah, it's a nice looking area.
I lost my son to the calamity.
The 3 seed seers are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body. Our forebears were once strangers in the XIV's wood.
Oh, right. I thought this was gonna be like a real cutscene. I forgot I have to actually click to continue.
Fearful of the green wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago.
Ooh, that's a long time.
Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Oh. Whoops. I lost caption there for a second.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seed Seer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
Yeah, I mean, it's 2 snakes coiling around a flower. It's pretty cool. I love the colors. I love the yellow.
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the XIV's wood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea,
they look like they've seen some shit.
We rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat.
Woo! Clap, 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 clap.
5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day. for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the XIV have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk
pox
the
on the
high
bloody
roads without
XIV.
fear.
Rabo.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
Cynical girl.
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity. We must think of the children!
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the
All
forest.
the elementals!
Won't somebody think of the children? Okay. Don't think I'll be joining these guys. She is cool though, they're like leader.
If you'll permit me, Alfie, no.
I don't permit you. Goodbye.
And my sister, Alize, at your service. I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
Oh, that's the voice acting done. Okay, yeah, they don't like war. That's fair. Am I gonna run into these two at like all the companies. Yeah, I've seen them before. They've been popping up in places. I've pointed them out before that there's always like some weird twins in Final Fantasy stories. Okay. Well, that's that. We've got our little introduction to Gridania. Very fun. Let's go to Ul'dah next. Where do I gotta be? The husting strip. I thought for a second that said the hustler strip. I was like, oh. We hustling today? Took a wrong turn. I ran into the pugilist's house. Yeah, I like the vibe of this city. This is definitely the main one I'm considering joining. Royal Promenade? Haria Tatsumaki. Goddammit, Tatsumaki. Get out of here.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanamo herself!
And Roban as well!
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore.
My guy really just said hark.
Hurrah! Rauban!
Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold. Where by the grace and glory of Nalthal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
And there they are.
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm.
It's a good banner.
In
Black and gold,
Eorzea's
good
darkest
colors.
hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, The spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden, and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act.
I see. I didn't really notice it, but now that you mention it, I'm gonna pay attention to it. So who's this? Is he the Sultana of Ul'dah? Like, you know, as a fellow Lalafell.
Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Ul'dah stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth
Really?
of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth.
Ride forth, eh?
In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you. Line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Ul'dah, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Ul'dah. As Ul'dah prospers, so shall her people.
Yeah, for Ul'dah!
Together we are one.
Your grace.
Raoban?
I was curious what kind of voice he was gonna have. I see.
People of Ul'dah, I, Nanamo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Ul'dah. Yet those who measured that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Ul'dah, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory and fortune.
It was crazy with these
fearless
voices.
into the inferno, for we are by fire reborn.
Okay, that wasn't too bad. She is very pink.
Forsooth,
The time is now!
Fancy meeting you again.
The time is now!
Who was that? Oh yeah, fancy meeting you here. I'm sure this won't happen at the next one either. Hey, you're telling me all about Uldah's history. They're dealing with a refugee crisis. What are they? Shoes. I don't really need to be down here, I just really wanted to jump off that ledge. There's some stuff here. I did not check Gridania if I could pick up more quests there. I probably should have done that before leaving. Okay. Mysterious liquid. It's called, the quest is called Bottled Fantasy. What? I thought I had tuned to all of them already. I guess I missed one. Yay. Now I'm attuned to all of them. I can't move while this is popping up. It just forces you to wait. It's like, okay. God damn. I'm a miner now. Let me go. Okay. Anything else to do here before I leave? Doesn't seem like it. Yes, it's like, okay, just let me go, please. And I spent some money to go back to the oven place just to double check if I didn't miss any quests there or professions and jobs and stuff. The house that built. Looks like that's the only one. Pat Thundercat. Good name. Okay. We'll deal with whatever those quests want later. Time to go back to Limsa-Lominsa. Back home. I've been away for so long. Do I have any quests here that I am missing? Doesn't really seem like it. I mean, there are definitely quests to still do, but not the ones I want to do. Yeah, let's do this. Next cutscene.
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
There she is. The lady with the crazy name.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride.
If I never click continue, she's just gonna stand there forever.
"700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Oh, look who it is.
Did you look as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom standard, and our grand company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners, and together we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage, yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom.
I do love freedom.
Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
Oh, burn.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishback
The Sahagin
bastards.
have risen?
While the mines of Ogomoro spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now the curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the Calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves, till sea swallows all.
Long live the Admiral!
Long live the Admiral!
Gather the lads!
Parley!
Oh, where's me cutlass?
I'll
It's
follow
me,
ye to the
Cutlass.
7 hells, Admiral!
I do like these guys.
Fancy meeting you again.
I do be liking the pirates here. Fancy meeting you here as well. I'm glad I did not do this quest when it was like already really late. I feel like I would have fallen asleep. They're all really cool, the cutscenes, but oh my god, I was struggling to pay attention to everything. Limsalomingza is plagued by 2 beast tribes. The fishmen and the kobolds. Yes, she said that. Garleans, yes, she also mentioned that. Do they just like give you a recap of what the cutscene just said? But in a more like judgy tone. And a capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to their crew is beyond question. But will you sail with the Admiral? What was with the creepy smile they gave to each other? My phone is ringing. Minfilia. Mango, this is Minfilia. You are well, I hope? Would I be correct in thinking that the final remembrance service has now concluded? Yes, we're done. Holy shit, that was a lot. And now we just gotta go back. To this damn place that doesn't have a teleporter anywhere nearby. She does have amazing timing. You know what, that's not a bad idea. I have to come to this place quite often. Yeah, I did not realize that this was gonna become main base. I get that there's no point in actually using this little elevator thingy. but I kind of wish you could, just because. Just to see it do its animation, I guess. It's a cool sunken statue. Ooh, elevator battle. It's a classic. Do love a good elevator battle. Sleepy stew. Oh, that looks pretty cool at nighttime. Not when I'm staring in a chocobo's ass. What is that place over there? Oh, it's Imperial stuff. Guess we'll head over there eventually. So I can see my damn face in the cutscenes. I'll change the armor. It's a bit late now, but better late than never. Okay, is this, if I talk to her, am I gonna have to make the decision? Whoa! I kinda glitched through the chair trying to jump into it. There we go. Bum, bum.
The gods only know what grand company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies. As though the Calamity and 7th Umbral era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alize, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them.
But why?
Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the 7th Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the Calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience.
Is it Louis Froid? Is he their grandfather?
There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I mean to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
He's so
I should
smug.
hope so.
My lady! We are to escort you!
Hope does not come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all. The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds, but prevent old ones from opening anew.
Okay, now we pick which one we join, I guess. By talking to any one of these three lovely gentlemen. They definitely had a difference of opinion. I'm not too sure who I'm going to join. It's between the flame and the storm. I'm not too invested in the serpent one. But I will make that choice later. It is dinner time and I have to make food today. I've got nothing pre-prepared. So I'm gonna hop off here before it gets too late. But I will definitely be back with more Final Fantasy. And I will choose which order to join, I suppose. And then I guess at some point I'm gonna get a mount and I need to look for my advanced career. I did a dungeon earlier as part of the MSQ, and the guys in there told me that I need to get a stone or something that I need to equip to get my new warrior stuff. And I'll probably do a little Google what deciding your company actually means to solidify my choice. But yeah, I'm gonna go make something to eat. As always, thank you for watching. I will be back with more of this. Probably not later today, but definitely tomorrow. See ya. Bye bye.